You're right, man.
$9,000 a month for internet.
Right, ready?
Sure.
Okay.
Excuse me, but
Hey, will you guys shut up back there?
Yes, sir.
Professionals at work here. Jesus Christ.
3, 2.
Hi, this is Sean Clark with the Horror Channel. I'm here with Cabin Fever star Cerina Vincent. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm just fine. So you're here at the Necrocomicon horror convention. Are you meeting some interesting fans?
Yes, yeah, it's my first time at a convention, so yeah, very interesting. But good people, they're sweet.
What is some of the things they ask you?
What it's like to take your clothes off in a film. I get a lot of that.
And that's a great question. What is it like?
If it's cold, if it's how the blood feels, if it's, things like that.
Does that make you uncomfortable when they ask you stuff like that?
No, not really at all. No, they just want to understand, the process of the movie making, so I try to help out.
So how did you get involved in Cabin Fever?
Well, I did another teen movie, and the director, Eli Roth, who we love, saw that and then called me, and I put myself on tape, and I sent him a tape, and it was terrible. And so I sent him another tape, and he loved it, and I flew out to North Carolina and shot the movie.
So was there anything that you guys filmed that didn't make it into the film?
Yeah, we had big problems. Joey Kern, who played Jeff, my boyfriend, he busted his eye out. He popped his eye out 3 times in the film. One time we were the scene where we break the glass on the truck. They had too much charge on the glass, whatever, and it blew up in his face. He got glass in his eyes. Had to get rushed to the hospital, pick the glass out, and then his eye just started to heal. And then we were shooting a fight scene between the two of us, and so we're supposed to argue. And then he runs out the door, and he ran out the door and got hit in the same eye with a piece of plywood. And so then he had to shoot the rest of the movie in profile. But so that scene never made it into the movie because he got hurt. So there's a lot of that.
Anything with you specifically in it?
That one, our argument scene. And no, I think it pretty much all made it in.
This is your first horror film, right?
Yeah, I did a horror film when I first moved to LA when I was 18, when I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And but yeah.
What was that?
We won't talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, my first one. We'll just say that.
Do you like the genre?
Well, I was never a big horror fan just because I'm a big baby, I guess. I can't handle it. I can't sleep. I have to watch it in the middle of the day with the lights on, But now that I've done a few and sort of been introduced into the world, I love it. So.
Were you surprised that the audience that found Cabin Fever, it seemed to just suddenly take off when it was released?
Yeah, nobody knew that it was going to do as well as it did. It was just started off as our little movie that we all believed in, and then we took it to the Toronto Film Festival, and there was a big giant bidding war, and everybody went crazy. It was a huge shock. We had no idea that it was going to be what it was, and so it was, we were pleasantly surprised.
Very cool. So what are you doing now?
I just finished a horror sci-fi film. Actually, it's coming out soon, called It Waits, with Stephen J. Cannell. He produced it. Stephen Monroe directed it. I have another movie coming out soon. It's a drama comedy called Conversations with Other Women. I'm starting a film next week for the Sci-Fi Channel.
What's that called?
Devil on the Mountain, something like that.
So do you find yourself getting a lot more horror offers now that you've done Cabin Fever?
At least one a day.
Really?
Yeah. Seriously. You can't do them all, it's just, but yeah, it's weird.
Anything interesting or that you wish you could do that don't have time to do, or is it just the quality that is making you pass on some of those things?
Yeah, it's it's for the quality, it's just, if it's a good script and there's something different and something else, it's different than something I've done before, then I'll do it. But, you have to, I don't know, I don't want to just do horror. I want to do other things. You kind of have to pick and choose.
Did Eli ever give you any reason for for wanting you in the film? Had he seen Not Another Teen Movie? I mean, because there are a lot of comedic elements in Cabin Fever.
Thank you for saying that. People don't realize that it's actually supposed to be funny. So, dark humor, dark comedy. What was the question?
Were you cast because of having been in a popular comedy film?
I don't know why. I don't think so. I think that he had a hard time finding the role. He said that he saw for whatever. I think I was away shooting something when he was casting here, but he saw a lot of girls in L.A. and in New York and couldn't find it, and was already prepping the movie in North Carolina, and then just saw, something on IMDb or like Wire Image or something, and from Not Another Teen Movie, and called me. So I don't know what it was.
Well, I think young men all over America commend his choice.
Thank you.
It's a good one to end on. Anyway, well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. This is Sean Clark with the Horror Channel here with Cerina Vincent, and we'll see you later.